Hey, welcome back. Okay, this is going to be areas of a polygon. Excuse me, angles of a polygon. So, let's do a little reminder. What is a polygon? It's a shape that has at least 3 straight sides. It has to be closed, which means no open spaces. If you were asking yourself which one of these is not a polygon, which one would not be a polygon? Hopefully you said this one, because notice it does not have straight sides. All of these are closed, though. So here's a polygon. It's a 4-sided shape. We call it a quadrilateral. What's the sum of the interior angle measurements of this figure? So what is the measurement of all the interior angles? Well, we can use what we learned about triangles to help us out with this one. Check it out. If I were to draw a line segment straight across, notice how many triangles I have. 1, 2. Since each triangle has interior angle measurements of 180, 180 plus 180 would equal 360. All right, how many interior angles would we have here? Well, once again, we use triangles to help us out. Check out the triangles. I've got 1, I've got 2, and I've got 3. Since each triangle is equal to 180, if I add them up, 180 plus 180 plus 180, check it out, I get 540. So you may start to notice a pattern here. If we look at the number of sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this situation, notice the number of triangles. It's 3. Look at this shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. How many triangles do we have? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Each one of those triangles is 180 degrees. Therefore, 180 plus 180 plus 180 plus 180, or 180 times 4, would be 720. The measure of the interior angles is 720 degrees. Count the sides. 7. How many triangles will that be? You guessed it, 5. Since each one is 180, that's 180 times 5, or 900. See this pattern that we can use? Once again, we can have lots of sides, but it's pretty easy. All you have to do is count the number of sides. 8. How many triangles will that be? 2 less, 6. And 6 times 180, 1080. So we can find out the number of interior angles measurements of any polygon simply by counting the number of sides, then realizing that there will be 2 less triangles. Multiply that number by 180 and you've got your interior angles. Kind of a neat pattern, right? Okay. Hopefully you noticed a pattern here. The number of sides minus 2 equals the number of triangles. So we like to say that n is the number of sides, so n minus 2 equals the number of triangles. To find the number of angles in the polygon, all you have to do is take that n minus 2, the number of triangles is n minus 2, times it by 180. And that will give you the measure of the angles of any polygon. And so what do we like to say? The sum of all the angles equals n minus 2 times 180. Here's the formula we're going to be using. So how are we going to use it? Well, I want to find out how many angles are in this polygon. So, there are 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 minus 2 is 2. 2 times 180 is 360. So there are 360 angles in this polygon. Now, what if I gave you this? What is x? Well, what we know is that all 4 of these angles add up to 360. So, if I add these numbers together, I get 285. I do the addition property of equality, and x equals 75 degrees. Woo. All right, you try this one. Step 1, how many angles are in this polygon? Okay, notice, number of sides, 5. 5 minus 2, 3. 3 times 180, 540. So we know that all 5 of these angles will add up to a 540. Write them all out. Make sure to do your adding properly. Subtract. Divide. X equals 35. And if x equals 35, what does 2x equal? You guessed it, 70. Perfect. Whew. This one doesn't look so bad, but how many angles are in here? Step 1, count. Did you get 6? 6 minus 2, 4. 4 times 180, 720. Add them all up. These can get long, can't they? That's why I always say, math doesn't get harder, just gets longer, and you have to stay organized. Make sense? If you want to, check it out with a calculator. Add up all these angles. See if they equal 720. So one other thing they're going to show you is what a regular polygon is. It's when all sides are equal. That means that the interior angles are all the same as well. So I have 5 sides here. How many interior angles do we have? 5. How many sides do we have? 5. Oh, let me show you this. How many angles do we have? Notice, in this situation, all the angles will be the exact same thing. So how can we use that? Here we go back to the problem that I thought we were on. Okay, how many sides do we have? 5. 5 from 2. Excuse me, 5 minus 2. 3. 3 times 180. 540. What do we get now? 5x's equals 540, or 5x equals 540. Divide by 5, divide by 5, and x equals 108. Pretty simple, right? Ooh, here's a good one. How many sides? 6. 6 minus 2. 4. 4 times 180. 720. Hopefully you got this pattern down by now. All these x's equal 720. How many x's was it? 6. Divide by 6, divide by 6. X equals 120. And you will find that if you did this for a while, you could find a pattern in what these angles are of these regular polygons. Okay, exterior angles. We're going to talk about that on the next lesson, but you'll find out it's even easier than interior angles. All right, that's your teaser. If you guys got any questions, let me know. Talk to you soon.